I did not count on their basketball IQ being that high. I knew it was high, obviously, because they play at this level. A unique collaboration with the best players in the world. I mean, what coach on this planet wouldn't want to be in this situation? It was, if you're going to do something in life, do it.
Basketball legend and two-time NCAA champion Cheryl Miller recently made an incredible comment about the Indiana Fever. What does this mean for the WNBA team that is having trouble? The Indiana Fever have been searching for a spark to rekindle their competitive fire following a string of challenging seasons. Miller might be the team's much-needed game-changer when he returns to coaching. Due to the team's performance and basketball star, fans are anticipating a return to the team's former splendor. Cheryl Miller is ready to guide the struggling team into a new stage. Miller showed up at the perfect moment. The Fever has desperately needed a fresh outlook and a winning pace because to her well-known status and successful track record. Miller immediately brings honesty and commitment to the company, but her special traits go beyond her distinguished background. She is not your typical domineering person issuing orders from the sidelines. Instead, she takes a novel approach to coaching. Miller's unique coaching approach places a strong focus on player participation during pivotal moments and cultivates a cooperative atmosphere where players participate in the game plan. Miller asks her group to suggest strategies and courses of action. It's a good shift that lets players use their basketball IQ and on-court instincts to take ownership of their performance and help the team succeed beyond their might.
Make a decision for myself, which is at times can be hard to do, and I'm honestly proud of myself for doing that. Way further back from where I actually shot it from.
How will she go for history?
Miller's leadership style may have a revolutionary impact on the team's performance and culture and enable her players realize their full potential by fostering an environment of open communication and respect for one another. Who among all coaches wouldn't want to be in this situation? Miller has expressed her enthusiasm for working with elite athletes. This genuine passion for developing exceptional athletes is necessary for the Fever to advance, as it boosts teammates' self-assurance and cohesion and facilitates better decision-making on the floor. Miller's track record of success is obvious. Her ability to inspire and motivate players has helped every level of the game. She is now bringing that winning mentality to a Fever team that is eager to be successful in the fiercely competitive WNBA. Don't pass up the action. Get more impactful WNBA content every day by subscribing.
How much she wants them to improve. She's a consummate coach, and she knows how to touch people and make them grow.
But it's one thing to know the game, knowledgeable in this, and have, but now you got to put it here. This, you guys know, it's not easy. And we're going to continue to get better and better. All you have to do is look at, college basketball.
We may expect a more united team on the floor as the team adjusts to Miller's strategies. Players will now have the chance to voice their ideas, even if they were previously hesitant to do so. The Fever may have a tactical advantage over their rivals because to their cooperative approach, which could result in more inventive play calling and better in-game changes. Although players and supporters are already excited about Miller's arrival, the Fever's performance turnaround won't happen right away. Miller is laying the groundwork for long-term success by fostering an environment where players feel valued and in charge. She wants to establish a long-lasting culture of success that will attract top players and establish the team as a contender, going beyond just winning games. As other teams watch the Fever's transformation, we might see a shift in coaching philosophy across the WNBA as a result of this new era under Miller's direction. Miller's approach could set a new standard for player-coach relationships and team spirit. When Cheryl Miller joined the Indiana Fever, she wanted to build a winning culture from the ground up. Miller is pleased by the team's young roster right away. Miller is amazed by these young men's bravery and self-assurance on the court. She praises their basketball IQ without holding back, saying, "I did not count on their basketball IQ being that high." Although it's encouraging for a club looking to make waves in the WNBA, Miller recognizes that talent alone is insufficient. Because she really believes in the power of video analysis, this is where her approach to player development comes into play. Film doesn't lie, she claims. It's a tool that gives gamers a clear view of their areas for progress by letting them learn from both their achievements and failures. There is more to Miller's all-encompassing strategy for player development than just this focus on video analysis. She is taking a broad view and concentrating on how to support these young athletes as they develop into professional basketball players. Miller thinks that as these players gain experience, they will acquire critical abilities like making fast in-game adjustments and shifting momentum in difficult circumstances.
And what you've been able to accomplish so far in a young career.
When they start playing and she starts giving them kind of corrective directions, then they realize how much she really knows of the game.
And so they're making those game, in-game and out-of-game adjustments. The only thing I see that's going to happen the older they get is
the only thing I can think of that will change as they get older is how to stop the runs. Miller continues, "The only thing I'm working on as they get older is how to occasionally stop the run and change the momentum during games." This kind of insight could be transformational for the Fever. However, Miller's definition of success goes beyond player improvement. She is fascinated by the team's state-of-the-art practice facilities. She doesn't hesitate to make favorable analogies between them and the NBA. They are probably better than 98% of the NBA. Success is the kind of atmosphere that can draw and keep elite players, giving the Fever an edge over other league teams. Miller's strategy for creating a winning culture extends beyond what takes on in the gym or on the court. Music. She is an ardent advocate for visionaries and fair and aggressive negotiators who set the bar for women's basketball. Long-term success for the Fever and the WNBA as a whole depends on strong leadership and fair treatment. Cheryl Miller's basketball return involves more than simply the Indiana Fever. It's a sign of the general growing momentum of women's basketball. Miller acknowledges this change, stating that this burst of excitement reflects the journey of women's basketball. Due to record-breaking viewership and growing media coverage, the sport is getting more respect and attention than it has in the past.
Guys, yesterday I'm walking around in this amazing facility just for women.
The one I really remember is when LeBron James put me on his Instagram story. It's LeBron James. I've been competing for a year straight. Tolls can be taken, and obviously I've been very fortunate.
Rising stars like Caitlin Clark, who aren't afraid to show their admiration for giants like Miller, are setting the standard in this new era. Miller's enduring influence is demonstrated by the fact that the next generation of athletes looks up to her as both a historical figure and a constant source of inspiration. However, it is challenging for newcomers to become WNBA stars once they reach the professional level. The physical aspect of the game can be shocking to even the most talented collegiate players, and rookies can struggle to handle the intense attention that comes with competing at the highest level. Because she is all too familiar with these difficulties, Miller is a strong proponent of fostering a welcoming environment for younger players. She believes it's critical to nurture potential while maintaining the competitive atmosphere that makes the WNBA so fantastic. According to Miller, it is her duty to return the favor by setting an example. The fact that guys like Clark have already experienced aggressive play and have been at the heart of it highlights the pressure these young athletes face.
And my dad was my first ever basketball coach. Before every game, I look at my dad and I give him a nod. He gives me a nod. I wasn't playing in front of a bunch of people screaming at me. I was used to the college scene.
Miller believes that women's basketball has a bright future. She envisions a sport that is becoming more and more well-known, with athletes who act as role models and leaders. The league has an unparalleled depth of quality because many players, despite their exceptional talent, do not make the national squad. As the fan base expands, this wealth of skill is propelling the sport ahead, improving the caliber of play, and producing more thrilling and competitive games, a positive feedback loop. Miller's work with the Indiana Fever may have a major impact on this broader growth of women's basketball because of her collaborative teaching style and emphasis on player development. In addition to improving the squad, she is setting an example that may have an impact on the league as a whole. Her strategy for encouraging a culture of excellence and teamwork might raise the bar for WNBA teams. If it is successful, other teams might use similar tactics. She is fostering a culture of continuous learning and flexibility by urging players to take lessons from both their achievements and mistakes. We are appreciative that you traveled with us throughout one of the most thrilling periods in sports history. This is far from the end of the story. As a result, pay attention and remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for that. Enhancements could raise the league's general standard of play.